strong people, Kalle Beck here from StartingStrongman.com, and today I'm breaking down America's Strongest Man middleweight, 105 kilos, 231-pound guys. Competing, we have James Deafenbaugh, the 2017 champion, Anthony Furman, 2017 and 2019 runner-up, and 2 times World's Strongest Man under 105 kilo, Johnny Wisco, who's just, I mean, he's like the grandfather of the 105 kilo. He'll compete anywhere he can, always doing good. Anthony Dell, great competitor. Nick Camby, Nate Bowling, Gary Petrowiski, sorry, I know Gary, we call him Gary Biceps. Adam Geiger, Jesse Nielsen, Tommy Sharp, Tyler Stickle, Justin Lloyd, Tom Mutafus. That is a stacked 105 kilogram class, probably the most stacked ever. That's a ton of people competing. It's taking place this weekend, Savannah, Georgia, 11, 7, and 8. Might have got those wrong. It's being streamed Strongman Corporation YouTube channel. I'll try to put links, and there's also a preview from Paul Mauser on StartingStrongman.com. They're doing a circus dumbbell for reps at 210 pounds, sandbag toss over 15 foot, 18 kilos, 40 pounds, 45 pounds, 50 pounds, 55 pounds. Basket deadlift for reps at 675 pounds. Arm over arm truck pull, 305 pound max distance Husafel carry. Sounds pretty light. Sandbag carry and load. Imagine having to do those 2 events back to back. That's just cruel. Iron Resurgence. Why would you do that to them? 2 carry and load. 270 pounds, 300 pounds, 330, 360. So let's go through some of these guys. James Deafenbaugh, great grip, great competitor. Some injuries. He invented spider tacky. He's probably one of the smarter people I know in strongman. He's helping out with the national scoring and everything, and he's just a great asset to the strongman community. He beat Anthony Furman in a classic tiebreaker event. He had a blown bicep, and they did a one-arm deadlift, farmer's deadlift hold. Because Anthony's a good sport, he agreed to that because that was a fair contest. Because James had 1 arm left, and James beat him because James is a great competitor. Look for him to do good things overall. Furman, he's coming off a torn bicep. Funny how that works, right? He's down in weight. He's just launched the Strength Collective. A lot of business things going on. I think he decided to do this with like 3 days notice because he's crazy. He definitely has the experience. He's explosive. He's a great athlete. Explosive, but how ready can you really be with such little time and, going down in body weight, not really training? He's like, 3 months off a bicep tear? Pretty soon to be doing it. Hopefully stays injury-free. And I would not and he's saying, I need all the luck I can get. He's sandbagging. If you're a good athlete, you can go out and perform. He's a world champion. He's, he knows how to get on a podium, and I expect nothing less. I think he's going to do better than he is saying, and I don't think anyone's taking him lightly. Johnny Wisco, always dangerous. Sandbag toss, explosive events, good grip. So arm over arm, stuff like that, he's going to do really well. Depends on stuff like circus dumbbell. But Johnny's always there to have fun, but he'll kick some ass too. Nick Camby is who I am picking for the overall. He's been just right there. I think his deadlift's turned around, and that's the main thing. He's going to be really, really good at circus dumbbell. He's, great at pretty much everything. It's just his deadlift has held him back, and I think with it being on a lever, with the basket deadlift, which is basically a front handle car deadlift, I think that helps him a lot, and he's gotten a lot stronger in that aspect. And he also is probably the most prolific strongman on TikTok, so that has to count for something, right? Nate Bowling from Washington, been around a long time, great competitor. He's going to be dangerous across the board. Adam Geiger, I think he did well at the Arnold. Again, deadlift is generally where he struggles. Jesse Nielsen probably is one of the strongest he's the strongest presser, period. Like, his strict press out of the rack is crazy. Circus dumbbell doesn't make as much of a difference on how your pure pressing power, but I still expect big things from him there, and he's going to be a force up on the podium as well. He's just weirdly strong, Jesse. Tommy Sharp, been around a long time as well. He's good in all these events. And I think stuff like the Husafel is good stamina will be where he shines. We go to Tyler Stickle. I remember competing at nationals with Tyler in different weight classes. Always enjoyed being around Tyler. Good guy. He's recently started working for Shaw Strength, Brian Shaw. So he's, I think, Brian Shaw's main training partner right now. I think Brian Shaw basically made him go compete at America's Strongest Man. He had a few injuries in the past. You see a theme here with strongman. But, so that means he has the best absolute, equipment and facilities and environment to train on. His training's looking great, looking for a big comeback show. Justin Loy, he just ran away. He did amazing at Strongman Corporation Nationals, which was just 2 weeks away. He trains with Anthony Furman. It seems like Anthony's taught him a lot, and he's a great athlete. He looked quick on stuff like the yoke, and I think he came through relatively unscathed from Nationals and really looked impressive, and I think he's going to make a huge mark on the pros with very short notice. Tom Mutafus was, he's probably about maybe this tall, so he's probably about to my hairline. I think he's about the same height as me, and he's been around longer than I was, and one of the people that inspired me when I was competing. Used to follow his training logs on Maroon Day Muscle. Super strong. Grip's always his problem. Stuff like the arm over arm pull is not going to be great. This isn't. He'll definitely show up, do some damage in stuff like the basket deadlift. Always really good at elevated height deadlifts. Cool to see Tom still competing at a high level, and one of the people that really inspired me when I was competing. And I suggest looking back through his old footage if you're also about this tall. So again, I'm picking. I think it's going to come down. And Anthony Dell is going to be good at max distance carries. Super. Just he's a bull. He's strong as hell. The max distance carry, arm over arm. He's going to be a force in all of this. It comes down to who's going to be prepared. This is an awesome lineup. You can watch Strongman Corporation's YouTube channel and probably on their Facebook page being live streamed this weekend. And that's how I think it's going to go down. I'm picking Nick Camby. I think Gary Biceps will be up there as well. And I can't count out the veterans in it. So even though they're kind of like, I'm beat up, it's this or that. James Deafenbaugh, Anthony Furman, they're going to be right up there. They know how to compete, they know how to win. But I really think it's going to be Nick Camby in the end. But he's going to be pushed really hard. I think even Jesse Nelson's super strong and everything. There's probably 5 people that could win this. So let's watch and find out, and I can't wait to do the recap. I'm Kalle Beck. Thanks for watching.